Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I'm bringing you this 10th video to try to put an end to this issue altogether. And I want to bring to you a criminal court case against Jehovah God for getting confused to become Satan and the devil in the world and trying to destroy the world as actually his own juvenile Lucifer, who was trying to destroy the East all these years, pretending under the pretense of Allah God and the Al-Qaeda man, completely confused, destroy the world as one big criminal warlord spirit man in the spirit world. And this is a big problem because it turns out that he was the biggest dictator, the first, and hopefully the last that will be put down in the East. Because we brought world peace, and he did get confused to try to get his two-time hired guys to rule the world from the East or destroy it, of Ishmael, and by spoofing the leaders of the East to cause wars with the West, so that his hard guys could rule over of the Muslims, over those soft guys he thought were ruined, of the Christians, ruined by the woman. This is the same Allah God man who hated women, got confused to think she was the source of evil, and destroying the Softy civilization he had just created with Jesus Christ. And so he canned it and gave it to Jesus Christ and turned against it and started a new religion with the Muslims to war against the Softies, to rule the world or destroy it. He was so confused as a criminal man. And he became the false prophet who sat down with Muhammad and started a whole new religion to fight against us and destroy the world. Was his ultimate aim, because he did become Satan and the enemy of mankind and create a spirit army of 40,000 roughly spirits over there, and started it about 2,000 years ago. And the whole East never knew what was going on. The world never knew till now. And by now, this army is almost completely worn out. There's only 13,000 left, but Jesus Christ is a slave, and they're all slaves. And if we can get this issue solved, all these spirits are released, and they can find homes in the East and all be relieved of duties, and world peace comes together, where there will only be, it'll go back to one perfect world of all Christians, with the Muslim wars down and the abortion law fixed. Makes a perfect world again, even better than before. But to get Jehovah God to correct his mind is the problem here. So here's a case in court that I'm bringing up right now to end the issue. Case in court. This is a criminal court case trial against Jehovah God as Lucifer to destroy the world still. Now in his wrong mind of just still a big-time criminal and a problem child. Or should he just become Jehovah now in his right mind and save the world? Well, the obvious answer is yes. He should just come out now and save the world as Jehovah in his right mind. Simple. Case closed. And it really was just an accident that he went into the jungle, found a girl, a man named Lucifer, to pattern himself after with all good intentions all in the beginning. But it turned out backwards in the end, and just all wrong, and all longed to destroy the world too, from that backwards reasoning mind of a criminal to a saint too, which is a great mistake too, to go into the jungle. So the case is closed. He simply has got to go into his good mind now and right mind and rule the world as one good Christian God for all people. So there's three fundamental problems of the world solved here. It's his corrected mind to rule for one world of Christians. The abortion law fixed, and the Muslim wars are all down, with world peace settled finally in this year of 2012, which is going overboard into 2013 now. And the problem is, to help you guys understand, the problem child in his wrong mind that Job went into after the Garden of Eden, when he got it backwards, that he thought the woman Eve was destroying his hard guys into all softies, and he started watching them all backwards and thought it was being ruined the whole time, which is why he canned it at 4,000 years later after the salvation plan. He went into a problem child's mind, and this is really sad because all the criminals go in there, something drives them out of their mind, and they flip out into upside down people where a madman lunatic rules them, and they lose track of who they really are, and they never get back to understanding until he sits down with someone like this, me, and has conference. Now, this problem child is like a 2-year-old in his terrible twos who can't get out of his wrong mind, and he starts crying and trying to shake out this lunatic mind, madman ruling him, and he starts hurting the children in the house and destroying the house. And this is another second problem that Jehovah had at the same time, which kept him confused to be a deep criminal for 6,000 years. This problem child mind. And he couldn't shake it off. And he just had to deal with it for 6,000 years until now. So he saw it backwards evolving, but he was stuck in this problem child mind, and he really went through hell to try to establish the civilization. So the poor guy is really in bad shape and he needs a hospital. So the world really must have great sympathy for Jehovah God, because he has said if he could do this over again, he would never do it again because he knew he'd get so involved. So we've really got to honor him because he has surrendered several times, because he is a good God man. And his new judgment call through this world peace plan is peace for the world, to save the world. And that's a great judgment call he has commanded. And he really was an alien who just got it backwards first, totally confused, and came out of Satan, Lucifer, and the devil man last. And the asshole man, the dirty rat that's been hiding in the back of Pakistan causing wars. And he said he came out and causing these wars with every intention, completely confused. Here saying, "Here comes the devil man, here comes the devil man," and he would spook these two sides to war against each other just to kill humans off. 6,000 years he's been doing this. 2 billion humans killed. So this is all over. And this little spirit is with me now, even. And he's a benevolent spirit who would sit on the leaders of these big wars like Hitler and the one on World War One, and spook them to war, and Tojo. Spook them, push, 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 war, 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 you'll win, you'll win. And it was just to see him kill these, get humans killed off. So that's how bad off he was in the mind, the poor guy. But now he's coming around, back in his right mind. We're going to put the world together as one, fix the abortion law, and call for world peace. Again. Now, this last thing I'd like to say is I am in bad shape. I would like to call the Christian government to call, or the Supreme Court call me up there and get me under high security, because I am a very valuable person there, and I have much, much more information over this 5-year period I've sat down and talked to him. And I need to be in a witness protection program as soon as possible, because he makes me understand that he really has a serious death threat on me next, just to kill me out for getting so involved and exposing him all of this, because this is really a fight between me and him to stop me from exposing him so he could keep on destroying people till he dies in 35 years, or me to expose this. And I've done this all on my own, although we have worked together, him thinking he might work it out, and in the end it'll work out. So I am pushing to make it work out, and he is not. But I am a final. I need money like heck for even for security. So last thing I want to do is I call for money from any good person who could possibly help me. Send me a check or some kind of donation to Daniel Manto, YouTube Daniel Manto, Box 534, Columbia Station, Ohio 440280534. Okay, that's all the time I have for you. I may end up dead man out of this, but if the people will just push this, we'll get to world peace up to Washington. It'll be established, and you can thank God for me. I'll tell you that. Okay, thank you and good night.